I welcome you all to my channel today on basic chemistry. The topic that I am going to tell you is equivalent mass of acid, base and salt. Let me tell you one after the other. The first one is equivalent mass of acid. Equivalent mass of acid is a ratio. It's a ratio between the molecular mass of the acid to its basicity or the number of replaceable hydrogen ions. It is molecular mass of acid divided by basicity, or you may say number of replaceable H plus ion. So equivalent mass of acid is a ratio between molecular mass of the acid to its basicity. Basicity is number of replaceable H plus ion. I shall tell you, I shall explain it in form of some suitable examples. Let it be mass of HCl. Molecular mass of acid, hydrogen is atom number 1, mass number 1. We are calculating the mass only. So molecular mass is 1 plus Cl is 17, 35.5, atom number 17, mass number 35.5. So plus 35.5 divided by to its basicity is 1, or you may say number of replaceable H plus ion, that is HCl, will give rise to H plus Cl minus, only one H plus. So that will be 36.5 by 1 is equal to 36.5. Is it clear? The equivalent mass of HCl. Now similarly, we can find out the equivalent mass of H2SO4 will be equal to. So again, let me calculate hydrogen atom number 1, mass number 1. For 2 hydrogen atom it is 2 plus sulfur atom number 16, mass number 32. So it will be 32 plus oxygen atom number 18, mass number 16. So for 4 it is 64 divided by 2, basicity is 2, or the number of replaceable H plus ion, we shall calculate like this. H2SO4 will be equal to 2H plus SO4 2 minus. So it is 2, hence I have divided by 2. So 32, it is coming about 66, 32, 98 by 2, that is equal to 49. So similarly, equivalent mass of HNO3, this is nitric acid. Again, hydrogen atom number 1, mass number 1. So I have written here 1 plus nitrogen atom number 7, mass number 14. So I shall write 14 plus oxygen atom number 8, mass number 16 into 3. So it is 48 divided by H plus H1, H is there. Its basicity is 1. So I shall write here 1. Or you may calculate from the number of replaceable H plus ion as HNO3 will give rise to H plus NO3 minus, hence it is 1. So it is coming about 48, 52, 48, 52, 62, so 63 by 1, that is the 63. Equivalent mass of HNO3. Similarly, I shall find out the equivalent mass of acetic acid CH3COOH. It is called acetic acid or ethanoic acid. So its molecular mass is 12 plus 13, because carbon has atom number 6, mass number 12. So 12 plus hydrogen 1, so 3 plus again carbon 12 plus oxygen 8 to 16, so 16 plus 16 plus 1. And the problem is in determining its basicity. Basicity is actually this one. It's because the number of replaceable H plus ion is CH3COOH will give rise to CH3COO minus plus H plus, hence basicity is 1, so I shall divide by 1. So it is coming about 16, 16, 32, 33, 32, 33, 35, 45, 48, 50, 60. Let me calculate it again. So 16, 16, 32, 33, 35, 45, 48, 50, 60. It's all about. So 60. So equivalent mass is 60 for acetic acid, for nitric acid 63, for sulfuric acid 49, and for hydrochloric acid 36.5. So this is how we can find out the equivalent mass of acid. Now let me tell you the equivalent mass of base. Equivalent mass of a base is also a ratio between the molecular mass of the base, to the number of replaceable hydroxyl ion. Molecular mass of base divided by the acidity, which we say number of replaceable hydroxyl ion OH minus. Is it clear? Let me cite some of the examples for determining the equivalent mass of not acid, it's equivalent mass of base. Acid is over, now equivalent mass of base. Equivalent mass of sodium hydroxide, NaOH. Its molecular mass, let me find out. Sodium, its atomic number is 11, mass number 23. We are always calculating atomic mass or mass number. So 23 plus oxygen is atomic number 8, mass number 16, hence 16, plus hydrogen atomic number 1, mass number 1, so 1, by number of hydroxyl ion is 1, or it's the acidity which is 1, or number of replaceable OH minus is 1 also. NaOH will give rise to Na plus OH minus. So 1 OH minus is there, hence I have written it here 1. So 23, 16, 140 by 1, that is equal to 40. Equivalent mass of calcium hydroxide, CaOH whole 2. Calcium, atom number 20, mass number 40. So I shall write it here 40 plus. Oxygen, atom number 8, mass number 16. So for 2, 32. Plus hydrogen atom 1, mass number 1. So 2 is 2. Divided by how many OH atoms are there? 2. It's the acidity. Also, the number of replaceable OH minus will be CaOH whole 2 will give rise to Ca2 plus 2OH minus. Hence, I have divided the molecular mass by 2. It is coming about 72, 74 by 2. It is coming 37. Now, equivalent mass of aluminum hydroxide, AlOH whole 3. So, aluminum atom number 13, mass number 27, plus aluminum 13 atom number, mass number 27, I have it in 27. Oxygen atom number 8, mass number 16, so 16 into 3 is 48. Hydrogen atom number 1, mass number 1, so 1 into 3 is 3. Divided by 3 OH atoms are there, or 3 hydroxyl ions are there. Above from its dissociation, like AlOH whole 3 will give rise to Al3 plus 3 OH minus 3 hydroxyl ions, hence I have written 3. So it is coming about 48, 3, 51, 27, 78 by 3, it is coming 26. Equivalent mass of aluminum hydroxide. Similarly, the last example I want to tell you here, the equivalent mass of ammonium hydroxide, NH4OH. Its nitrogen is 14, atom number 7, mass number 14, plus hydrogen atom number 1, mass number 1, so 4 hydrogen atoms 4. Oxygen atom number 8, mass number 16, so I have written here 16. Again for hydrogen 1, divided by OH is 1. Above all, from its dissociation or ionization, ammonium hydroxide will give rise to NH4 plus OH minus. This means 1 OH is there, hence I shall divide it by 1, so it is 16, 4, 20, 34, 35 by 1, that is equal to 35. 16, 4, 20, 34, 35. So, equivalent mass of ammonium has 35, that of your aluminum has 26, equivalent mass of calcium has 37, equivalent of sodium has 40. Is it clear for equivalent mass of base? Now I shall calculate the last one, equivalent mass of salt. It is also a ratio equivalent mass of salt is also a ratio between the molecular mass of the salt to total valence of the metal atom. Total valency of the metal atom. Now let me tell you what do we mean by a salt. A salt is formed by the combination of a base with acid, which will give rise to salt plus water. So equivalent mass I shall find out for different compounds, for different salts, and everywhere I shall cite how a base is combined with acid forming salt plus water. Now equivalent mass of sodium chloride. Sodium chloride. You may ask whether it is a salt or not. This is formed by combining sodium hydroxide with hydrochloric acid. It will give rise to the salt sodium chloride plus water. This is base, this is acid, salt plus water. Hence, equivalent mass of NaCl I am going to determine as it is a salt. Now, molecular mass of salt is equal to sodium is 11 atomic number, mass number 23. So 23 I shall write, plus chlorine, atom number 17, mass number 35.5. I shall write it here 35.5 by. Let me tell you, sodium is present in group 1 of the periodic table. Its valence is 1. Number of sodium atoms is 1. So it is coming about 58.5 by 1, so it will be 58.5 is the equivalent mass of sodium chloride. Now, I shall tell you another example. Equivalent mass of calcium sulfate. Let me tell you, calcium sulfate is a salt that is formed by combining calcium hydroxide with sulfuric acid, calcium sulfate plus water. So it is calcium hydroxide base combines with sulfuric acid, calcium sulfate is a salt plus water. Hence, let me determine how equivalent mass of calcium salt, which is a salt, is determined. Now, for calcium, atom number is 20, mass number is 40. So I shall write here 40. For sulfur, atom number is 16, mass number is 32. I shall write 32. Plus oxygen, atom number 8, mass number 16. So for 4, it is 64 by. The calcium is present in group 2 of the periodic table. Its valence is 2. And number of calcium is 1. So it's coming about 40, 32, it is 72 plus 64, 6, it is 136. It's 136 by 2, so it is coming about, it's 68. Equivalent mass of calcium sulfate. Now, equivalent mass of aluminum sulfate, Al2SO4 whole 3. Aluminum sulfate. Aluminum is group 3, its valence is 3, sulfate is -2, so Al2SO4 whole 3. Let me tell you first, it's a salt. Aluminum hydroxide, AlOH3 plus 3H2SO4 will give rise to Al2SO4 whole 3 plus 3H2O. So this is base plus acid, salt plus water. Hence, I shall find out the molecular mass of aluminum sulfate. Aluminum, atom number 13, mass number 27. So 27 into 2. 2 aluminum atoms are there, plus sulfur is 16, atom number 16, mass sulfur is 1632. For 32 3 atoms it is 32 into 3, plus oxygen is atom number 8, mass number 16, for 4 it is 64 into 3. Let me recalculate. Aluminum atom number 13, mass number 27 into 2. Sulfur atom number 16, mass number 32 into 3. Oxygen atom number 8, mass number 16. So 64 into 3 divided by valence of aluminum is 3 and number of aluminum atoms are 2. So it is coming about 54 plus 96 plus 192 by 6. It will be 6, 4, 10, 12, 1, 2, it's 342 by 6. So it is about, not about, exactly 5, 7. 57 is the equivalent mass of aluminum sulfate. Let me recalculate again. For a sodium chloride, it is 15.5, equivalent of calcium sulfate 68. For equivalent of aluminum sulfate, the valence of aluminum is 3 and the total number of aluminum is 2. So I have divided by 6. So I have calculated details. So it's all about the equivalent mass of acid, base and salt. I hope it's clear to you all. There is no difficulty in understanding how to determine the equivalent mass of acid, base, salt. Thank you all.